Hey, welcome to today's video. Today I was just looking at a few things on my counter. I thought, man, I'm surprised I'm using these and I'm liking them because I really used to not like them, or some of these I actually used to hate. So I thought I'd talk about them. So today I've got products I used to hate that I now love. Well, some of them I like, some of them I strongly like. So really quick, I've been going through some of my skincare stuff and I came upon this little box that was holding a few goodies in it. I just had to look at it and share with you because I realize now several of these brands don't exist and the products on here, most of the products on here don't exist either. We've got Becca, that's no longer. Basha, as of a few weeks ago, that's no longer. Truth Serum from Ole Henriksen, I don't think they make that. Peter Thomas Roth 24 karat gold mask. A few of these are still sold. Anyway, these were the good old days. What was that? $42 for all of that now? They sold that. That also came with a gift certificate for a full-size Bare Minerals BB cream. So nowadays this would probably be like $82 and no free product or no free cream. Anyway, okay, on to today's video. So, okay, I'm just going to start with this one because I just used it a few minutes ago. So the Beauty of Joseon Relief Sunscreen. I really used to hate this stuff, and this winter, or towards the end of this winter, I found myself using it and actually not hating it. And I'm not exactly sure. I guess when I used it initially and reviewed it, I thought it was kind of on the greasy side, but I think my skin's gotten a little bit drier in the last few months, especially. I've been doing some of my little laser things at home. Here's one of them. And these dry your skin out beyond belief, but I think it's working for wrinkles, but yeah, so I found myself liking this. I think I found it was greasy and it had a little bit of white cast. It does take some blending and smoothing to get it to work, but overall, maybe I've just become less picky about sunscreen, but I kind of ended up liking it, and now I've been reaching for it lately. Although I've been reaching for it lately because it expires soon, so I've got to finish it or else I'm going to feel like I wasted it. And I love that it has no smell at all. Okay, so that was one. Another one was the NIOD Copper Amino Lipid cream. I really hated this, and you know what? I think the first two I bought, my skin freaked out from it and broke out a little bit from it. And I'm not sure exactly what's changed, but when they had their Slovember sale, I bought 2 of them. I recently just finished one up, and now I'm moving on to the second one I bought, and I really enjoy it. I know this one expires very soon. It expires this month, so I better hurry up because there's only 4 days left, but I'm going to finish it. Yeah, so I guess I really found out I like using it. I use it a little bit differently than I did the first time. Now I use it as the very last step of my evening routine on my face and neck. Before, whenever I used it, my skin would freak out and break out from it, and now I don't have those same issues. I'm not exactly sure why. I don't think they changed the formula or anything, but I love copper peptides, and this stuff as my last step, kind of like a sleeping mask, works pretty nicely. So go figure, although this wrapper is not very good. It's falling off. Okay, whatever. Okay, next up, another product that I didn't hate, I just wasn't impressed with. However, I found other uses for it since then. That's the Ordinary Lash and Brow Serum. Comparing it to other lash products, which contain prostaglandins that give you amazing results, things like Grand Lash, Babe Lash, Latisse, you're not going to get those results. I think that's kind of what I was hoping for because they kind of marketed it as wow results, but I will say I've been using it on my eyebrows a little bit. I think it's helped with my eyebrow growth, and so it's got some nice peptides in there. I can put it on my lashes. I think it does help a little bit with lash growth, not as much as the other ones, but it doesn't give me the dry eyes like the other ones do, so that's a nice relief not to have that dry feeling all the time, although I also take a supplement for that, which has been amazing as well. So that one, it's not, I don't love it, but I like it more than I did before. That rhymes. Okay, next up. So this product, for what it's marketed to, I still hate it for that. That is the Beauty of Joseon. Man, 2 of their sunscreens, 2 out of 3 of their sunscreens are on this list. Interesting. Their other one is super scented, but I do like it. So I still hate this for your face. However, I found I like using it in the summer if I'm going to go out for a walk outside. I like applying it on my arm and the back of my hands. I find the flat tip for it is easier for that. I don't like using it on my face, and I won't use it on my face because I don't like the texture. I find it hard to smooth in, and it's got very like a silicone-y texture to it, which makes it not very nice feeling on the face. But for the back of my hands and my arms, I liked it for that. So at least, you know what, I still don't love it for what it's really intended for your face, but I found for something else that I like using it for, and I will certainly finish it off. When does it expire? I've still got another year. We're good to go on that guy. Okay, next up, so this is one that so many people love, and I never really got it at all because I found it to be harsh and drying. That's the Tatcha Rice Polish. However, they have 4 different versions of it, and I still, to me, find the original version of it is a little bit drying for me. However, this gentle version has been very nice. I keep it in my bath, in my shower now. I keep it on my rack up top so it doesn't get wet because it's got the little thing on top. But if it gets wet in here, it will destroy the whole thing. So I kind of keep it out of place. But I found I like this version of it and it works pretty nicely and not as drying. But so if you're interested in this, I know a lot of people absolutely love it. I didn't love it at first, but the gentle version is much more gentle. Go figure. So I found out I like that version. Okay, next up, the Summer Fridays Jet Lag Mask. I will say they changed their formula on this, so this one's not so much me having changed my opinion. It's more so them having changed their formula. The initial version of it had peppermint oil, or was it corn mint oil? Almost same difference. And a lot of people were irritated by it. And now this version is fragrance-free and unscented. And now it's nice and hydrating. You can use it as a rinse-off mask. You can use it as a sleeping mask. You can use it as a moisturizer. It's very, very nice. It's a little bit pricey. If it's a little bit too pricey for you, the topicals like butter, in my opinion, is quite similar to it. So the fact that they changed this formula made it usable for me, whereas the initial product, I think I actually returned it because it's just irritating. Okay, next up, the Heimish All Clean Green Foam. So the first few times I used this, I found it to be on the drying side. And you know what? It probably still is slightly drying. However, what I really like about this is you can use it on a full face of makeup and it pretty much, unless there's something extremely waterproof, like waterproof mascara, it will remove almost everything and it does a great job. And if you follow it up with a nice toner afterwards, it's very nice. So it can be a little bit on the drying side. However, this stuff is still pretty nice and I'm glad I kept trying it because the first few times I'm like, I don't get it, I don't get it, I don't get it. And then after that, it's like, I kind of get it now. I'm kind of tired. I don't want to go through the whole thing. It does a good job. And I don't have to go through 5 other steps. And it does a pretty good job removing makeup and sunscreen and dirt and oil and all of that fun stuff. Okay, 3 more left. Okay, next up I've got the Allies of Skin Peptides and Antioxidants Firming Treatment. What I didn't like about this is it's kind of thick and it's kind of shiny. It's kind of on the oilier side. So this is my 3rd tube of it, so I will mention that. Okay, so there's a little swatch of it. It's got some very nice ingredients. It's very expensive. So at first I thought it was too shiny and too greasy and didn't play well under sunscreen. However, I started using it instead of as a daily treatment. I started using this one in my evening routine and it works really nicely for that because it's on the thicker side. A lot of people will probably use this in their daytime routine. There's nothing wrong with that. I just found for me, with some of the very hydrating sunscreens I tend to wear, this did not play so well with those, or maybe the sunscreen didn't play well with this, but using it at night is wonderful, and now I'm on my 3rd tube, and it's really wonderful and expensive, but at least I'm using it. So this tube is getting a little empty. So there we go. Okay, next up, the Ordinary. You know what? This is my 2nd Ordinary product and my 3rd Destin product on this list. So this is their Soothing and Barrier Support Serum. At first I thought this was too much. I didn't like the color because it is very pink. And the next morning when you go to wash off, or if you use, like sometimes I'll just use a cotton pad with a little bit of micellar water on it, you will notice it's pink. I didn't like that. It is very greasy. However, if you use this in your evening routine, it's got some really nice soothing ingredients. I found it plays really nicely if I'm going to use like a strong exfoliant in my routine or strong tretinoin. This really helps balance out the prevention of dryness with those. And it's, in the long run, pretty affordable. It's got some nice ingredients in it. Obviously, the pink is annoying, but I don't use this in my daytime routine ever because it just, for me, it didn't work well that way. But at nighttime, it was pretty nice for that. And then last but not least, I might have talked about this before, how I really hated this product at first, even though it was like one of their viral hits. And now this is, I think, my second jar of it. And that's the Tatcha Radiance C Mask. Maybe they don't make it anymore. I have no idea. This one I picked up a while ago. It's going to be close to finished. Well, there we go. So I think this is my second. This might be my third jar, because now I think about it, I think I got one of them in a set. And at first I didn't like it, but as a rinse-off mask, it just feels nice. It's easy to use. You put it on, give it 10 minutes, and then rinse off, and it does soak up some oil and leaves my skin feeling nice and soft afterwards. It's more of a, not so much a winter time mask, but more of like a summer, spring mask where you're starting to get more humid, or if you have oilier skin, you might get away with using it more. But at first I really disliked it. I think I really spoke harshly of it in my review. It's still ridiculously expensive for the price, but overall I ended up liking it. And yeah, so I think the last set I got had 3 things in it, and then it was like, between the price of it, this is almost like free. So I'm like, you know what, I like it enough, I'd take it for free and finish it up. So yeah. Anyway, interesting from you guys if you have any products you hated at first. Sometimes I hate things and I don't give them a try, but usually I will try and stick them out so I can at least review them, which means testing them out for 30 days or a month-long test. So sometimes I find things I don't like and I end up liking them more because of that. Or sometimes after 30 days, I'll see it laying around and be like, you know what, I should give it a try again and see if I like it any better. And sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't. I still hate them. Anyway, interested hearing from you guys. Leave a comment, and I will see you guys more tomorrow. Thanks so much. Bye, guys.